Welcome to Review Play. I wonder what we gon' view today. Everybody loves fun and play, and if you don't, you could go away. We treat you like a throwaway. Welcome to Review Play. I wonder what we gon' view today. Everybody loves fun and play, and if you don't, you could go away. We treat you like a throwaway. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Review Play Action Figures Take on Skull Island, aka Monster Island. It's your host with the most, Dilo the Don, and today we'll be doing a review on Jurassic World Dominion's 2022 movie series Ferocious Pack Miragaia. Okay, so how I got this figure, I picked it up at a local thrift shop in a loose pack of dinosaur figures for like, I don't know, $7, $8 or whatnot. Got like a whole bunch of dinosaur figures, assorted dinosaur figures in the pack. Sometimes I go to thrift shops to see what they got, like from back in the days, or what kind of old school electronics they have and whatnot. But yeah, so I came across this there. So with that being said, you could probably find any Jurassic Park or Jurassic World figure at your local thrift shop, maybe your local hobby shop, comic book store, Walmart, eBay, Amazon, maybe Kijiji, and Facebook Marketplace. And don't forget about BigBadToyStore.com. Okay, we're about to do some shelf spacing. So for y'all that watch my videos, y'all know that we're about to do the maximum height, length, weight, and width of the figure that you'll be displaying on your shelf. We're gonna start off with Miragaia's length. So the length of Miragaia from the tip of his beak to the end of his tail is 7 inches. That's 7 inches long. Now we're gonna do his height. So from the bottom of his feet to the top of his dorsal plates, that is 3¼ inches. And Miragaia's width is 1¾ inches. So the length is 7 inches, the height is 3¼ inches, and the width is 1¾ inches. Now, we're about to do the weight. My question for you guys is, can you guys guess how much grams does this Jurassic World Ferocious Pack Miragaia figure weighs? Alright, I'm gonna give you guys a few seconds to put that in the comment section, how much he weighs. Or it could be a she, depending on your point of view. I'm gonna call him a he. Alright, let's check it out. So the Jurassic World Dominion Miragaia weighs 65 grams. Now, anybody gets in the ballpark of, let's say, 63 to 70 grams, 68 grams, or even 65? I'd like to know that in the comment section below. Alright, now we're moving on to details and articulation. We're going to take an up-close look at the Jurassic World Miragaia details before we move on to articulation. So let's take an up-close look at this guy right here. Alright, so just at first glance, this figure has minimum paint jobs. Like, paint is on the minimum. At least that's my opinion of the figure, right? So let's take a up close look at the noggin real quick. You can see this herbivore's face real quick. Alright, let's take a look at his eyes, see the details in the eyes. Everything is all nice and accurate. I guess they did the best they could do with the little bit of paint splash that they splashed into that pupil. But to me, where they're lacking now is, like, if you guys can see, the beak on the Miragaia is not painted at all. I think that should have been painted. It would have looked a little more refined, or give us a little more detail in the character in the face, you know, if that beak was painted. Now, is this a pretty looking dinosaur? Kinda nope. These are herbivores, so they're not that popular like the carnivores, right? But anyways, going back to the facial detail, they do have some paint around the eyes, going towards the beak, going to the top part of the neck right here, right? Other than that, this is all one solid color. Like, this plastic piece is all one solid color, right? And then I think that they painted the back to match the neck, to match the plastic on the neck, because I know for sure that this whole section right here is this color plastic right here, right? So yeah, move the camera back a little bit. Alright, so the dorsal plates do look nice. Alright, I just wish they had, like I said, a paint job or some type of paint work on them, because it looks very plasticky, or, like, you know, I know it's a toy, but it could have looked better than what it is if they decided to paint these dorsal plates a better color than just keeping it bland, you know what I mean? Alright, so anyways, moving on to the feet. The feet are nice and all that. Everything is well molded. I like the sculpt. I can't complain about the sculpt of the figure. The sculpt is nice, you know what I'm saying? But what I could say is that this is a fictional, non-fictional figure, because, or a non-fictional fictional figure, because upon further research, I'm kind of split in between whether or not the Miragaia actually had these horns coming out of it or not, because when I go on Google to see the actual picture, they don't have these horns coming out of it. But then again, when you watch Walking with Dinosaurs, one of the latest episodes, they put the horns on it. So I don't know. But as far as I do know, there is no fossil record with a creature with horns like this on its shoulders, and the fossil record of the Miragaia doesn't have that, as far as I know. Okay, so with that being said, this is like a, I guess, a hybrid or a hybrid monster type of dinosaur, because they did not have these. So it's basically a monstrosity. But anyways, we're moving back onto the figure and the detail. See the hind legs right here, muscles in the hind legs, well sculpted, looking real nice. The stomach, or the ribs I should say, looking nice. Rib cage, all the sculpting going all the way up to the tip of the beak is real nice. It's just a waste of potential with the paint work, right? Going down to the tip of the tail, nice sculpting. Other side, very similar. Okay, and the underbelly, we got some more sculpting there, looking nice and all that. We got, where is it? We got some type of, got some numbers and letters over here saying 3261 HR. I don't know what that stands for, but yeah, that's what it is right there. And that's about it. And one more thing, we do have the Jurassic Park emblem right here, or the Jurassic World emblem or logo right here at the bottom of the feet, and for all the other feet there is sculpted detail. So all in all, there's sculpted detail all around this figure, which is very nice, but just a waste of potential with the paint job. I like the way they painted the horn, right? But they should have give this even like a darker bone, or I don't know, some type of next color, yo. You know what I mean? Cause like this is a Jurassic Park figure, and sometimes when you get like these made in China dinosaurs that look like they come from Jurassic Park, they're way better. They have way better paint jobs, way better, like I don't know. I guess because it's made in China, things cost less, but whatever. All right, now we're moving on to articulation. So for articulation, the head moves up that much, down that much. Okay, it's forward like that. I'll show you from the front view. Up, down, and you could do a full 360 rotation. Okay, for the mouth, it does have articulation in the mouth. It does open up. Alright, that wide, and you guys could also see the detail in the mouth right there with the teeth, the lower jaw, but not on the upper jaw. Why is that? I don't know. How is a herbivore supposed to do its thing with just teeth at the lower jaw? I don't know, but hey, it is what it is, right? I like the way it has that detail at the side of the mouth right here, like most of these dinosaurs and reptiles. I don't know what that's called right there. If anybody knows what that flesh part on the flesh, that fleshy part on the mouth is called, please put it in the comment section below. All right, but yeah, so that's all the articulation in the head. As you guys can see, can move. You cannot really look left to right. You have to like kind of go like this, like, you know, kind of cheat it, looking left to right. But it can't really move left to right. All right, moving on to the front legs. You can move forward and do a full 360, as you guys are seeing. And yes, that's on both sides. All right, for the hind legs, you could move forward that much. Can't really do a full 360 because the front legs are hindering it. And you can move back that much. Okay. My only nitpick and gripe about the feet is that there's no joint right here to actually move it from the knee, you know, move the leg from the knee down. Like, it's just one solid piece, and I'm thinking that they made it a solid piece to for like what do you how do you say it? It's a solid piece to save money, basically. So they don't have so they only have basically one mold, you know what I'm saying, per leg. And yeah, I think it's a money saving situation, right? Otherwise they would give us more articulation, you know what I'm saying? So now for the legs, you cannot spray them open. A little bit right here, but I don't think that's meant to be sprayed open. And this cannot be sprayed open, splayed open as well, right? Like, I don't know, that would have been nice if you gave us a little more articulation to open up this part and that part, to put it in more of a dramatic pose, like emergency stop, or like about to rush a opponent or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? That would have been cool, but that's a waste. Anyways, moving on to the tail. There is no, oh yes there is. You could move the tail in a 360 rotation any which way you please, right? But the only problem is that that's all you could do. You can't go up, you can't go down, you can't do nothing. Like, I don't understand how they did all of this right here, you know, but nothing, but like just this right here. They could have applied the same joint that they had right here at the tail and make it more enjoyable, right? But hey, I'm not the toy maker. See what I'm saying? So yeah, with this figure, it's alright. Like me, if I get a next one of these, I'll probably customize it and do a side-by-side comparison, and definitely put color on these dorsal plates, better color than what you see here, and yeah, see what I could do. You know what I'm saying? But as for the way the figure stands and as it is, for what it is, it's alright. You know, it's not a pretty figure. He has an ugly mug. And one thing too, you see the bottom where his mouth opens up, right? Y'all could even see the color right there, right? That's a nitpick right there. Like, why do I see flesh tone on his neck and his mouth is fully closed? Is it because it's supposed to be like this? Is it supposed to be like, was the figure supposed to be made with his mouth open like that? Like some of these Jurassic Park, Jurassic World figures that has no articulation in the mouth, you know what I'm saying? But whatever, that's just another little gripe. I'm just gonna have to put some color right there and customize that part, I guess, so I don't see that, because that's kind of annoying, you know. But other than that, it's a good dinosaur figure to add to your collection of Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World non-fictional, fictional dinosaurs. You know what I mean? Because hey, it's created by Engine or Biocenter, one of those companies. But yeah, all in all, now it's time for size comparisons. Here's the Jurassic World Dominion Ferocious Miragaia alongside two Mega Blocks, aka Mega Constructs, aka Mega Figures. We got Sergeant Woods and a generic soldier. Just showing you guys that you can mix up some JPJW dinosaur figures with some Mega Blocks, Mega Constructs, aka Mega Minifigures. Here we got Jurassic World Dominion's Miragaia alongside two huge Todd McFarlane figures. We got the Violator from the Spawn series, and we got Todd McFarlane's DC Multiverse Swamp Thing. Here we got Jurassic World Dominion's Miragaia alongside two NECA figures. We got the King of Skull Island himself, 1933's King Kong, alongside the King of Monsters, 1964's Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Mothra. Now finally, we got the Jurassic World Dominion's Miragaia alongside some non-Jurassic World, non-Jurassic Park dinosaurs. These are some made in China dinosaurs that you could happily mix and match with your Jurassic World, Jurassic Park dinosaurs in your dinosaur collection if you happily wish to choose so. Don't let nobody tell you that you just need JP or JW dinosaurs in your collection. You can mix and match as long as they look good to your apparel. As long as it looks good to you. Because at the end of the day, you're just trying to keep yourself happy as a collector or as just a person that plays with figures or toys. If you're enjoying this video on YouTube, hit the like button. And if action figures, dinosaurs, kaijus, and monsters is your thing, go ahead and subscribe. If you're enjoying this video on Rumble, hit the like button and give us a follow. You can also follow Review Play Action Figures on Instagram and Facebook. If not, the Ferocious Miragaia will impale you. We'll be coming to X and TikTok soon. Everyone have a nice day, keep collecting, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.